All right. Good morning. It's kind of late for that. It's 5:40. We are, unless you're in a different time zone, it is 5:40 p.m. PST on a Saturday on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, guys. And yet y'all in here with me, so I guess 8-4 on the East Coast. I guess that makes me one Valentine's. I'm so sorry I didn't give you guys any gifts. At least not any gifts that you would like. Because we're talking about, man, we got some things to get into today, man. We got some things to get into today. That's why I started like over an hour earlier than I normally do. Had a good time, Valentine's. Yeah, of course. Of course. But today, I'm your Valentine. And like I said, I didn't get you guys anything good. I'm so sorry. I apologize. But I did get you some things. Discover your channel this week, and I've been enjoying the debunked anti-woke channels. I was never right wing, but during high school, I remember seeing those videos and being conflicted. Well, thank you for giving me a shot and no longer being conflicted. And I'm glad you were never right wing. Single or I'm single. Listen, today is just a day. Today is just Saturday. And you're here with me. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Ruth Chris? Nah, I just went to a place down the street. Nowhere fancy. We don't have that YouTube money yet to be like, let's go to fancy places. We're working there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. And yes, if you guys don't know, I am dual streaming. Hello, everyone. I am dual streaming tonight because yesterday I wasn't able to stream on Twitch because I was very, very busy. And I figured I do have some people on Twitch who are subscribing to me. Thank you. So at the very, very least I could do was dual stream my Saturday stream. And I think depending on how like the quality is, I might just continue just dual streaming because I don't have like a issue dual streaming, you know? I wouldn't mind being known on both platforms. Though YouTube's obviously my primary because, come on. YouTube is where my peoples are at, you know? The stream will be great. You know what? You're right. Because all of my streams are great. That's all I know how to do is make great content. Such great content that no one's watched my last 2 videos. But that's fine. It's okay. I kind of knew that would happen. I am hyper aware of the sort of content I could be producing that's going to really make me algorithmically friendly. But a part of me also just goes like, I kind of just want to talk about some other shit. I am contemplating though, like legitimately using my second channel that I was going to originally use just like my whatever talking channel to just be like my strictly video game channel because I think that'd be best going forward. So when I do video game content, like straight up gaming content and not like my normal commentary about shit, I'll probably upload on a second channel. Which right now is TTBN Talks, but I'll probably rename that to like TTBN Plays or something. I'll still keep this account as TTBN Gaming just because, you know, at this point it's my brand. But will he be gaming? Who can say? But. Like I said earlier, we do have some things to talk about. Hello, TTB. I'm filled with game rage because I had to throw 9-hour Dark Souls 2 randomizer around because one of my bosses bricked and could not advance myself forward. If it makes you feel better, when I played Dark Souls 2, it soft locked me and I couldn't continue. So I had to stop playing Dark Souls 2. I've never finished Dark Souls 2. Did I hear about Chibi reviews? Of course. That's what we're going to talk about. Like I said, we got a lot to talk about, okay? There's a reason why I don't put what I'm talking about in the titles of my streams. A, it builds interest. B, you guys know I talk about a bunch of random shit. And C, it gives you something to look forward to. But yes, we'll be talking about Chibi reviews. We'll be talking about Nux Taku. We will be talking about just all of this stuff because this is 100% in my wheelhouse. This is 100% in my purview. Do I play any Warhammer games? I played the Space Marine 2. I think I have Bolt Gun on my computer somewhere. I have like severe undiagnosed ADHD, so I download a lot of games and I just have to find the motivation to get around to them. Like today I was literally just playing the first like 10 minutes of Horizon Forbidden West. And before that I was playing Blaze Blue Entropy Effect randomly. But yeah, I need to play some Warhammer games. Space Marine 2 grind. Yeah, I didn't do like the online shit. I realized I'm very much a single player guy. Like I don't really do online things. The most online I am is like when I do content and when I'm on like Twitter and also on Threads and also on Blue Sky and YouTube, what have you. Other than that, I don't really fuck around with like online stuff. I get too competitive. My friend today, I was talking to them. They're like, "Do you want to play Overwatch again?" I'm like, "I don't know if I can. I don't know if we can." Seeing your anti-book debunks on multiple channels, I would love to see you do a video on Sael, that fucking abuser. I don't know. I feel like the people I talk about have a much more immediate impact than like someone like Sael. Like you don't really see his shit. Like I know Sael's like obviously has a following, but like at the same time he doesn't like normally put anything out there that kind of hits at least hits my algorithm. But you know what? Oh, someone followed me on Twitch. Oh, Kaede Tonic. Thank you for following me on Twitch. Which again, you guys can absolutely follow me on Twitch too. But no rush if you don't. Just follow me here. Whichever is your preferred platform, I'll be on there. Unless it's like Kick or Rumble, then I will never do any of those things. As much as I have issues, I peach. As much as I have issues with YouTube and Twitch, I feel like those are much more salvageable platforms than Kick. I think Kick is like Rumble is just a fuck no, but Kick is so like skeezy to me. Like I'm like I can't. Every time I see news about like this streamer murdered someone or this streamer is facing assault charges, I'm like, it's Kick. It's Kick, isn't it? I did a whole ass video, mind you, talking about Kick being one of the worst platforms out there. Like again, as much as I complain about YouTube when like they're copyright striking, and Twitch, which is its discoverability, on Kick they straight up live stream someone like getting murdered over the course of like months, and then on Rumble for Rumble, if you're on Rumble, you had to have been kicked out of every other platform. Like the people on Rumble, you know, let's see who's on Rumble. Go to Rumble. Rumble creators. We'll just see who's on there. Because like I feel like to be on this website, you had to have been banned. I think like Nick Fuentes is on like Rumble. Possibly Kick too. Johnny Somali's on Kick or Rumble. He'd probably be on both, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Let's okay. This has nothing to do with anything I was talking about earlier. But here we are. Here we are. We are on the Rumble Okay, do you guys want this version or do you guys want like this? I feel like this one. This one's a bit more streamer, right? This one's a bit more. Look at me if when I'm a real streamer. So we'll do this one for now. Uh, but this shit. Second layout, option one. All right, we're split. But like again, we're just on the homepage. This one, okay. We're just on the homepage, and it's like Winter Olympics. So you have AI for Trump. Here's who the Minneapolis ICE pillars testers, Democrats are for what? Defending. Merry Christmas from Ark Grace Ministries. Steven Crowder. Like, look at the categories. AI generated news, AI generated gaming, AI generated entertainment, probably AI generated podcasts. In fact, I can tell it's AI generated because where the pop mic is. Politics, 24/7. Conspiracies. There's a conspiracies category. Music, sports. You notice how the biggest categories are okay. Entertainment. This feels like so much overlap. You have entertainment, right? Right. You have entertainment, then you have podcasts, then you have politics. But I feel like entertainment could also cover podcasting and politics. I think conspiracy theories. Oh, I'm so tempted. Automotive, finance, and crypto. You have Tim Pool, Steven Crowder. I don't know who this guy is. The Cowboy Life Simulator. Like, she has 70,000 viewers, with 7,000 live. What? Wait, how does this work? There's no way. There's no. Hold on.
Tell him that I'm gonna do a push-up or 25 push-up. I'm gonna do a push-up. That I'm gonna do 25 push-ups for my reward on stream, and I want to see what he says because I think that that's fucking hysterical. In case you guys don't know, my bestie's name is Mr. Savage J Gatsby. He's trying to get to 500 followers right now on Rumble, and there are 7,000 of you here in the chat. So if you want to go check him out, you're more than welcome to. We are gonna get back into VR here very.
7,000, but that chat was barely moving. Timcast. Oh my god, this is fascinating. I feel like this is such good like video essay content, and I'm just like not doing it. So like, are they showing like the total views this thing gets and then what they're currently getting? Health and science, RoboCoop, Chicken Coop live stream, live chicken and laying eggs, biohacking, debunking the cancer myth. What? The cancer myth? Hey, wait a minute. You got I think I found gold. I think I gotta go on I think I have to start using Rumble. Oh my god, this is rain on porch black screen, 433 hertz, relaxing healing is not music. Playing the game that got my Twitch banned, Rumble only. There's no way Relooted got you banned on Twitch. Saturday Night Hypnosis. Oh, Hypnotic. That's right. Hypnotic got kicked off of YouTube. That's right. That's okay. We're done with this. That's what I'm saying. If you are on Rumble, you got kicked off of every other platform. Like, kick is the last step before you're just on Rumble. And Rumble absolutely is botting. I think I saw a video by a YouTuber name was Jose. He did a video on Rumble, like how they bought views like crazy. How like the way they count their metrics is basically cooking the books. And I 100% believe it. Oh my god, dude. It's like, who's like the biggest? I mean, the biggest person I had would probably be Steven Crowder, right? Oh, they definitely got banned from Reloaded gameplay because they're being racist. That's 100%. There's no other. There is literally no other way that they got in trouble unless they were being racist. I wouldn't even say highly possible. I would say that's exactly what happened. There are people being racist in my YouTube channel about me. I didn't even play that game. They're like, you should go play Martin Luther King. And I'm just like, sometimes it's super fucking funny to just be like visibly black on the internet and just people just come see you and they're like, you should play the stealing game. And I'm like, it's called Reloaded. Those things were already stolen. You guys love Robin Hood. But then when it's black people doing it, it's like, oof, wait a minute. Oof, Robin Hood, I understand. Okay. Still from the rich, get for the poor. But people who were part of a culture that was systematically pilfered and then having their resources and having their treasures put on display and then them stealing it, that's wrong. That's the wrong part. Not the shit I said before. Like, it's crazy. It's so crazy to me. Happy Valentine's Day. Yes, you guys are all my Valentines. Even you guys already in relationships. It's 2026. We can be poly. It's fine. But I was not going to talk about Rumble. Oh my God. How did we get there? Being black on the internet can be exhausting sometimes. It's exhausting literally all the time. It's exhausting all the time. If there's any like group of people that need their own safe space on the internet, besides like trans people, definitely black people. We get mentioned in literally everything. We get mentioned in, I mean, hell, Charlie Kirk, random paper, right? But Charlie Kirk got popped by a white bread like Mormon dude. And then they sent bomb threats to HBCUs. Like, we get mentioned in everything. I saw there was this wrestler lady on Twitter, and she just posted a picture of herself, and the first guy was like, it's a shame that you date black guys. And she's like, I've never dated a black guy, but what are you talking about? Like, why would you mention that? And I was like, it's literally on their minds 24/7. We don't have to do anything but exist. And they're just like, here's a white woman with short hair and she's kind of thick. Why do you hate white men so much? Only date black guys. And it's like, oh my God. Or I hear people saying nigga all the time. I'm like, it's weird because I don't see my people there. I hear us. I don't see us. And this conversation has nothing to do with us. Like, I'm not even bullshit. I deleted the comments because they're being super racist, but someone came to my Twitter, my YouTube comment section was like talking about Reloaded. The only thing I've ever mentioned about Reloaded was the fact that people were being predictably racist about that game because it's black people taking back things that were stolen from their people. And I'm just like, of course they're going to racist about that. But that's it. It's so crazy. Who would think they hates more, women or black people? Black people. Are you kidding? Because they can be super objectifying towards women as a whole. But when it's specifically talking about black people on the internet, especially nowadays, people are mad. People are mad about this shit. Like, look at this. And then we'll get into what I want to talk about. Look at this shit. And you know I'm going with this if you guys have been paying attention to Silent Hill. Look at this. Silent Hill. We got niggas in Silent Hill. All right. Half Black History Month. We got black people in Silent Hill. So of course, you had people, a black guy in Scotland as the main character is funny. And then you like the comments got pushed down, but everyone's everyone's referring to the comments of he being racist. Silent Hill has been exploring progressive themes of storytelling since inception, and you have the most unmatched racists in existence molding in the comments because the protagonist is black. Sadly, Simon has to deal with a new type of ghost in this comment section. Be mad you gotta play as a black character. Every Silent Hill has been a white character, but one time some of you white people gotta play someone that doesn't look like you. You write it off. Y'all sad. Like, the nicer comments are getting put to the top, but look, is he also a samurai? This is the least charismatic and most personality less character I've ever seen in Silent Hill games. Like, immediately a lie. It's not a typical Konami design. Probably some executive pushing their inclusion policies infiltrated the company. This already smells fishy. Looks like LeBron James. Beloved Black Jesus, what the hell is that? That picture here is awful. What the fuck? Is she 2 times there? It doesn't look scary, filthy, obscene, hellish at all, but it fits the Flower Simulator Silent Hill F look. Like, it's... I hope the Black Rock bucks are worth it because this guy's gonna kill Silent Hill. Like, it's literally just... Immediately watch the source. Luke M again. We finna about to turn up in them Silent Hills. That's right. Like, this is the most predictable outcome, right? We know this. They don't want black people in literally anything. Looks like Mike Tyson, sure. Like, yeah, this guy looks like Mike Tyson. 100%. He looks like Mike Tyson. That's totally true. Not racist at all. Not poor media literacy. But yeah, so like being black on the internet, being black in any sort of nerd space is always a hell unto itself. Which is why I think part of the reason why I have such empathy for like women, as in, you know, including the fact that I'm a decent human being, but like I have empathy for like women and queer people and trans people because I also understand what it's like to have untold amounts of cruelty and hatred aimed at you for simply existing. White fatigue is real. Yeah, dude. It is. That's why people got real mad when I said white supremacy ruins gaming discourse. Because I hit it on the head. Because this is all they do. You can't get excited for anything. It's always that dichotomy of let developers and artists and creators create what they want. And they only say that when the stuff they want to put in those games are things that can be seen as offensive to like the libs, right? Like why can't we have a big, strong, cis white guy rescue a beautiful white woman in Knight's Path? Why can't we have that? Let creators create. But then when they see a black person in front and they're like, wait a minute, why is Konami, the Japanese company from my magical Nihon land that has no racial issues at all and is super progressive, but also conservative, why are they using black people? Black people don't exist in Japan. They're only 0.00082% of the population. And like suddenly they're the world's most adept statisticians and they know everything about demographics. And they're super aware. But these people only represent 1/4 of the global population. Why are they in this game? It's like, dude, it's Silent Hill. If it makes you feel better, he's probably a horrible person. Like most Silent Hill protagonists, right? They're probably not super great. But again, and I knew it was going to be bad when Silent Hill F, the Japanese game set in Japan by a Japanese company, was getting shipped because the lead was a woman, as if that's never happened in the history of Silent Hill. Assassin's Creed Shadows instant had to decide to hit more black people or women, and they chose black people. Yeah. Yeah, make them, but only for me. When I tell you games developers should make the kind of game they want, I meant the kind of game that I would want. You can't have this in video games anymore, you guys. That's too woke for me. I am a heterosexual man. Therefore, I only want to play as men, white men. And there can only be white women in my games or Asian women, but they have to look like waifus. Otherwise, it's woke and bad. But then I'm the one who brings race into everything. Like, that's the funniest part about all this shit to me. I can't notice anything. They get to notice. They can be like, they're putting a lot of queer people in these games, a lot of trans people, a lot of minorities in this game, but I'm just noticing pattern recognition. But if I notice the untold amounts of racism and bigotry and transphobia and what have you, then I'm the one who's focusing too much on that. I'm bringing race up in the conversation when they're literally saying this is a Yasuke situation. And what is the crime they committed? Having a black protagonist in the year 2026. TTBN, there was a video I saw recently like about a black dude talking about experience being nerd was bullied as a kid for liking anime. Yeah, we're like, I'm gonna tell you something straight up, okay? Being a black man, and I'm gonna talk about black history. Guess what? It's still Black History Month, baby. Being a black man who's been into nerd shit his entire life, you wanna know who really gets bullied? Black nerds. Because people have this expectation of black men as like we're the coolest at everything. We don't do anything that's not cool, right? But then nerd shit's not cool. So if you're into nerd stuff, well, damn, dude, you're gonna get doubly bullied. Why are you watching anime? Shouldn't you be playing basketball? Shouldn't you be doing this, doing that? And I did. I did both. And you were getting it from back in the day. You were getting it from black people. And you were getting it from non-black people. Like I felt a little ostracized when I was younger because like I didn't really have people to talk to about my interest. Like I played sports, but then it was like that was my most like acceptable trait. I would rush home and watch Dragon Ball Z, and they would still be on goddamn Planet Namek. But I'd go watch Toonami and watch Dragon Ball Z and watch Sailor Moon and all this stuff. And it wasn't until I got into like high school that one time one of my friends made a Dragon Ball Z reference, and I was like, "You also watch anime, but we don't watch anime because that's for white people." I was obviously wrong, but like growing up, it was always like that. I always had to be tested on shit. I was never just accepted into anything, even though I knew more about the animes and shit that people were talking about. It was always like, oh, I must be a new fan because anime is popular now. I must be a new fan. It's like, bitch, I'm 36. I've been watching half of all anime created was post 2010. I've been watching anime since I was a child, like before I even knew it was anime. And I've always gravitated towards that. I always thought that shit was cool. Same thing with video games. But now they call us tourists. And I'm like, what was that guy on Twitter? Shitpost Rock got exposed about being a massive tourist. Talking about Fallout, never got to a single inning in a Fallout game, right? But you have people who will defend him. Why? Because he's a shitty person on the internet. But someone like me, who I've shown you guys my library multiple times, the type of games I play, I'm considered an outsider or a tourist because I'm able to look at a game and be like, yeah, it probably won't do well, but probably more so for these reasons than that reasons, right? And they're like, oh, well, I had someone randomly hit me up on the comment section about nothing to do with this. And he was like, you were defending High Guard and now they had to let go of their people and they're probably going to fold. And I'm like, okay, what does that have to do with the fact that people were having a hate campaign against this game before it came out simply because it was the last game shown at the Game Awards? Like that was true. That was a true phenomenon that happened. And they're, oh, but it failed. I'm like, okay. I always tell you guys, game succeeds, games fail for multiple reasons. But like, it doesn't take away the fact that these things also happened. And now, like, being a gamer online is just who's the angriest and the loudest. Who can get the most people pissed off about their opinion. And I hate that shit. So I kind of went on a little bit of a rant. What did you miss? Nothing much. Just me talking about being black on the internet and how white fatigue is real. Or I should say black fatigue is real in terms of being tired of like having to deal with all this shit all the time. I'm white Hispanic and I was bullied and just verbally hurt from being into anime in middle school. Hell, everyone, and it became racist. Yeah, like that's nothing too though. Like I was also not going to be like I was picked on by black kids when I was younger, therefore I hate them. White people made fun of me, so now I hate them. Girls didn't like me. I mean, they did like me, but like I was tall and skinny. Of course they didn't like me. But I'm not gonna be like I'm mad. You got into DBC because you were never going to be a QB a point maker. I got into Gundam because I was never going to be a top R-rated pilot. I got into Dragon Ball Z because I'm like, that shit's cool. Like, I love Dragon Ball Z. I love anime. I'm wearing a Yu Yu Hakusho sweatshirt right now. Actually, it's getting kind of hot. Hold on. There we go. Ooh, I felt good. But yeah, like, and I also grew up watching all those shows, and I'm like, it blows my mind when people are like, I also watch these TV shows, but I'm super racist. I watched Superman growing up, and guess what? I hate illegals, and it's like, what? I hate illegal aliens. Actually, immigration should be done, and it's like, you watched Superman, like you watched Dragon Ball Z, a Goku who's also an immigrant into this planet, and you're like, yeah, immigration bad. Like that's like, I don't think I'm anything special, but I see, like, again, like, even people my generation, my age, and they're just like so hateful, and I'm like, my god, dude. Also, I don't know if I ever showed you guys this sweatshirt I got for Christmas. Look at it. Yeah, I know. The media literacy is fucking dead, man. It's just like, oh boy, how did we get here? How did we get here? Oh, I just got a super chat. Favorite movie you've seen recently, and have you seen Sinners? Of course. Everyone keeps asking if I've seen Sinners. Of course I've seen Sinners. Of course I have seen Sinners. Of course I've seen Sinners. That shit was amazing. Favorite movie I've seen recently, though? What are we qualifying as recent? Oh my god, dude, what's happening? My stream just fucking tanked. Oh, it's back. It's back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what just happened. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. W's. 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 We're back. We're back. I saw that my bitrate go down completely. Holy shit. Okay, maybe that's the stream telling me to get back on topic. I did see, to answer the question, super chat, 28 years later, The Bone Temple. Amazing. Don't know why it's flopping, but we've kind of been seeing a lot of films flopping that were really, really good. So yeah, I saw that movie. It was great. Okay, but we got some things to talk about, y'all. Oh man. So you guys know I have always talked about how these people are miserable people, right, in real life. And you shouldn't want to be like that, because you should want to live a life of joy, as much joy as you can possibly have, considering the fact that the world is not a joyous situation right now. So we should be trying to experience as much joy as we possibly can. And these people do nothing but spread misery and hatred. So whenever bad shit happens to them, I'm ecstatic. All right, you guys, we're not talking about movies right now. Okay, we'll talk about movies later. I'm doing a thing. I'm doing a thing right now. I'm building up right now. We'll go back to the movies, I promise. But the reason why I'm talking about this shit is because I logged into Twitter. I logged onto Twitter 2 days ago. 2 days ago. And this is what I saw. Okay. Let me let me back this up, because oh my god, this shit is so fucking funny to me. Oh man, all right. Oh, I've been documenting some of the funniest shit. Okay, so here we go. 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 My chat's behind. Chat, catch up. Here we go. Are you familiar with a content creator on the internet by the name of Chibi Reviews? If you're not, allow me to give you a bit of a primer, a real quick rundown. Chibi Reviews sucks, He's friends with people like Tectone. He's a lolicon, and now he is he's, let's just say it this way, he's not having a really good Valentine's Day. I'm gonna just show you some of the things I've seen, and maybe you guys can pick up on what happened. So here's some of the funniest shit I've seen so far. He reviews, guys, I need 25K to sue that monkey St. John 18 on Twitter, his best friend and his girlfriend. Oh my god. Don't you have a lover or friend? Huh? Oh, you guys, we haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. Stay chibi. I hear you like him young. Hood Genius and him have been having a beef for some while now, so this shit is just victory lap. This shit right here, I cannot tell you the tears that came out of my eyes when I first saw this. If you guys are not familiar with the base material here, this is from One Piece, specifically after what happens in Marineford, where I won't get a spoiler alert, but he's talking to Jinbei, and Jinbei's like, "What do you have left?" And he goes like, "I have my crew." But this is this is Hitler. This is Hitler. I think this is like Stalin. This is Mao Zedong. This is like Osama bin Laden. This is just a clan member. Like, oh, this is Queen Mary. This is Mussolini. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the slander, you guys. The slander here. Just realized tomorrow's Valentine's Day and she doesn't have any. I kept saving this one because I thought the picture was so funny. Oh my god. And then so we'll get back to this later, but this part right here, Earth slander is quite advanced. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. First off, if you guys aren't reading Jujutsu Kaisen modulo, you should. It's great. This is, oh man. Oh, and then someone took that picture and just said, "I have," and then just nothing. Oh my god. Do you know how, mind you, this bookmark page I have was effectively my timeline. I don't follow any of these people. The timeline was so united for the last 2 days in its hatred for this man that he united everyone against him. This is like in Code Geass when Lelouch united everyone, so all the humanity's hatred is focused on him. Like this is what happens. Like this. I had people, one of these ones had me crying. Look, I'm so dead ass. The timeline hasn't been this funny since Kirk got popped. Let me give you guys a TLDR of what happened. Like, his fiance cheated on him with his best friend, both of which he's known for multiple years. He almost drank himself to death due to alcohol poisoning as a result and got admitted to the hospital. He later went to vent to his friend group about it after recovery, and they basically said they don't care and that they just wanted to game with the cheating best friend, with them pretty much admitting they were okay with him cheating because they just wanted to play video games with him. Fiance and best friend are cheaters. Friend group has no morals and only cares about gaming. I'm not going to say the friend group has no morals because this is funny. And so that's why it says, Chibi reviews, my best friends and girlfriends that I trusted for years betrayed me. And then his friends.
Dude, I could beat gaming. Dude, I could beat gaming. Dude, I could beat gaming. Dude, I could beat gaming.
Oh my god, dude. Oh. This is so great. This is so great. This is so fucking great. Oh my god. And just to give you guys somewhat of an idea of who Chibi Reviews is as a person. Been a while since I made a filter post to get people to block me. So let's see how many I lose today. Fictional incest is hot. Lolis are a body type. Drawings aren't real. If you think fiction is real, you're a schizo. You can say the R word. I am an R word. I have a speech impairment. Follow policing is R worded and just virtue signaling. Anime isn't inherently political. Manga isn't inherently political. Just to give you some idea of what kind of person he's like. She looks very happy. If you don't know who this character is, she is from a manga / anime called Gashikuda, and her character's name is Amo, which is Spanish and I guess Latin for love, but her name is Amo. She is a child, underage, most like 13, 14 years old. This particular scene that he says she looks very happy is a scene of her being sexually assaulted. Because she was sold off and groomed and bought by a man who would show his love for her. And so because she was a child, she envisioned it like this. But the scene is very much not a happy scene. Okay? Which is ironic because he's saying that anime is not inherently political or anything. And they're talking about both child slavery and being sold into sex slavery. This is a human traffic. This is a victim of human trafficking. And this is him saying she looks very happy. If you ever read Berserk, I do read Berserk. He absolutely would misread Berserk 100%. I read Berserk. I'm just not one of those weird guys who like, I love Berserk and they're like pedophiles. But yeah, so this is the kind of person Chibi Reviews is, which is a part and parcel why so many people are so happy that he's suffering immensely right now. Because this is the kind of shit that he likes to do. And God, even fucking Ms. Kiff was talking about him. Oh my God. This one, look, I know as a professional in the mental health field, I shouldn't kick someone they're down. However, this is someone in the mental health field. And it's just like, yeah, fuck that guy Chibi Reviews too, okay? He sucks. There was one where, and the people defending him are like legitimately racist Nazis and like people like Tecton. But the one post that had me crying, it was, oh no, where is it? Oh, I didn't save it. No, it was the best one. Oh, it was the best one. No, I didn't save it. I didn't save it. Yeah, I don't like Miskiff either. But it was, where was he? This guy. Look at this. Look what he wrote. He wrote, if you can't read this, I'll tell you. He wrote, a man nearly took his own life, and this is how you respond. Absolute scum, right? He's like, how dare you guys talk about this man like that? He almost lost his life. And look at his next post. Damn, I didn't know Chibi did all that. He was like, he went from, how dare you guys kick a man while he's down? He almost took his own life, and this is how you guys respond. Absolute scum. He went from that to, hey, hold on, I didn't know he was like that. I didn't know he did all that. I didn't know Buddy was moving like that. I didn't know he was moving like that. My bad. And for the people so there's this guy who's trying to be like, this shit's so funny too. Delete the post of hospital armband. To clarify, I'm fine and was discharged this morning from the hospital. I had a mental break. I almost have died, but I was saved last moment. Honestly, you don't want to so elaborate too much further on it if I can help it. Oh, you're telling me we were this close to you finally ending it all? 1,000 curses upon whoever saved you. 1,000 curses? God damn. I messed with DBZ. No, I watched the show too. DBZ Imran. But that's why I thought it was so funny because he was like, "You guys be better," and then he saw like all the shit Chibi did and was like, "Oh damn, my bad." The worst part, Nicholas Light. Oh, we're gonna talk about good old Saint Nick. Don't you worry. But this guy, the light novel historian, was trying to be like, even if you just like Chibi reviews, celebrating and mocking the fact that he nearly ended his life is beyond fucked. That crosses that line regardless of who he is, and everyone's like, "Nope." Everyone's like, nope. Get absolutely fucked, LMAO, which is me. Nah, fuck him. It was less than a year ago that he was mocking a trans person who killed themselves. That's very true. And like everyone's just like, wait, this guy? The guy who said, are people really trying to side with someone who trying to kill police officer with a car? Fucking hell, we are cooked in USA. He's referring to Renee Good, by the way. Like, this is the guy. Everyone in the comment section is like everyone in the comment section is like, buddy, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, you're trying to do this whole I'm holier than thou shit. No one's going for it. Anthony, who I do follow on Twitter and on YouTube, Chibi would never show sympathy towards the people he didn't like. It sucks what's happened to him, but he would mock any of his critics if it happened to them. Here's another post. Was it down here? Oh, it was up here. Here's another post. Where is it? Right here? God, I have so much. Here is Chibi just 2 weeks ago mocking someone else for having the breakup. Here's Chibi a month prior trying to convince his audience people want him dead. Here's Chibi. Here Chibi's mocking the overworked staff of One Punch Man. Here he is just being racist. Generational crash out on live stream ends in breakup. They will want me killed for uploading this video. No one wants you fucking killed, dude. Maybe your ex-friends though. People are upset. People think this is anime forever. Yeah, I mean he is just racist though. Like he is truly a terrible person. So I do not feel bad about this person. I don't know Chibi personally, but my impression of him is that he would in fact show sympathy towards people he doesn't like, even if he found himself in a bad situation. I hate when people do this shit, by the way. When they go out of the way and say, I have no idea this person is like, but I'm going to assume that they have impeccable character. Especially when you could just look for yourself. This isn't like a unknown entity, right? And then someone was like, here's Shibu just outright make up a story that Hassan killed his dog. I don't care if that's Hassan or not, but that's fucked up response to anyone saying they killed their dog or saying their dog died. So Hassan killed his dog, and there were still people that defend him. Twitch is fine with animal abuse, killing animal, platforming terrorists, sexual assault, and thievery. Sexual assault, which is crazy because he's friends with Tectone. But like, he is just objectively a bad person. And you know who was the bad person? Nicholas Light. Now, this post is unavailable right now, but I can tell you what it said. He was essentially talking about how it's fucked up that people are making fun of Chibi, who almost took his own life, because apparently Nicholas like saved him or whatever. And someone wrote, "Ain't this you? Message me when you're about to kill yourself." And I think he made that his header. Oh, this page doesn't exist anymore. Did Nicholas Light delete his Twitter? Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. The people defending this guy are some of the worst people on the internet. Bro got Hayasaka area, Nicholas Light and Tecton defending him while his fans are sending him porn to cheer him up. Do you guys understand how fucking sad this is? Oh yeah, Mega's making an anime. It's called Hotties. Oh, yeah, this is Nicholas Light. Here we go, right here. Nicholas Light has previously messaged users on X encouraging them to commit suicide, which is against the X terms of service. And this is the guy, right, trying to say like, oh, how dare you guys? This is him. This is Nicholas Light, by the way.
Maggot. I'm sorry. When somebody talks to you like
look,
I'm sorry.
He wrote
when
that.
somebody talks to you like this, whatever you call them, whatever you say to them is completely fucking valid. You could call them the absolute worst thing possible. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. They want to poke you. They want to walk up to you and poke you and be like, do something, do something, do something, do something. Your mom's a whore. Your dad's a slave. N-word, N-word, N-word. Maggot. Piece of shit, garbage. And when you turn around and you fucking punch them in the face. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Why?
He does all that shit and then he deletes. Oh, and this post is gone too. Oh my god, you guys stop deleting shit. So this post was talking about Chibi saying he went to Walmart and saw some sexy lolicons there. That's why he said drawings aren't real, yet here he is sexualizing real children. Like, these people are just unrepentant in their disgustingness. And this is something that I always talk about, right? Like, when I mentioned this in my Q&A video that you guys should have watched because it's for you guys, whatever. But I mentioned in the Q&A video how they will want how the way I talk to these people, how I talk about them, how I'm not kind to them, how I'm not welcoming to these kinds of people, right? It is because, like I've said in multiple streams and multiple videos, they expect us, normal people, they expect us to always take the high road with them. They expect us to let them wish death upon us. Mind you, Chibi Reviews, when that unfortunate incident happened last year where that trans child jumped off the bridge and killed themselves, Chibi Reviews is making fun of that. All of them were making fun of that. Everyone on that side were making fun of that trans person's suicide. Unrepentantly making fun of it. And then the second they get even 1/100th of that energy directed towards them, that's where they go like, so much for the tolerant left. I never said I was tolerant. I never said I was tolerant of intolerance. I never once said that. That's why I say you should be mean to these people and make fun of them and bully them, because that is the only way they will even attempt to maybe come to terms with the fact that they're fucking terrible. You, like, if we take away who this person is for a second, just talk about the incident, right? Your girlfriend / fiance cheated on you with your best friend. That fucking sucks. That sucks. Being cheated on, I haven't personally experienced it, but like losing a relationship I have experienced, losing that sucks. When you thought it was someone you're going to marry, I know what that feels like very deeply. As a human being, I can recognize that sucks. That's awful. So imagine how awful a person you have to be for people who don't even fucking follow you or each other unite in your downfall. You have spread such misery, such hatred online that people are gleefully cheering that you guys cheated on. People aren't even mad about the fact that your girlfriend cheated on you, right? They're not even mad at your friend who was your boy who had sex with your girlfriend. They're not even mad about that. They're happy it's happened to you because you're that pitiful of a person. You're that terrible of a person. And the only people defending you are Nicholas Light, Tectone, and Hayasaka Arian. If that does not tell you the kind of shitty person you've become, I do not know what else could. I don't know what else could. You are getting defended by the worst fucking people. And you built your persona on being that guy who's like, I like to piss people off. I'm so edgy because I have a girlfriend in real life and you guys are losers. And I'm going to scam you guys that have like 20,000 fucking dollars because I'm racist and someone made like a black edit of a Naruto character. And so I hate them. So I'm going to attack them. Right. He chased someone off Twitter because they made black people edits. Like just unrepentant racist pieces of shits. And then when they face a little bit, didn't Chibi mock to death? Yes. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. And like the people who defended him or who continuously defend him are fucking terrible people. Like that's it. Like that's it. I'm like, it's no different than those people I was showing you earlier who were like, oh my God, there's a new Black Silent Hill protagonist. Let's be racist. Like they expect you to let them be that racist, to be so bigoted. And then whenever they have issues, whenever they're going through it, they expect nothing but immediate and unrelenting kindness. And I say, absolutely fuck that, dude. That has never been me. In fact, I hope your next girlfriend cheats on you too. Scam for 20K? Yeah. He scammed his audience. It was pretty, I thought it was pretty well known. Yeah, he's terrible. Like it's wait, I also thought, damn, did my bookmarks not fucking work? Here. So, and here's another thing. Okay? These people, like I've said before, they're losers. And they will, if you don't believe my word, this is coming from their mouths. Okay. Here's Tectone. Here's Tectone talking about some shit that happened to him. Mind you, I would never post this. You guys will never know about any like catastrophic L's I've taken unless I have them on stream. I would never tell you this kind of shit. But this is how big of a loser these people are. Check this shit out.
Into the middle of nowhere, near water, and I drank, and drank, just sitting there drinking.
Guys, don't drink, don't do drugs.
Don't drink, don't do drugs.
I'd also like to say I had a similar story where I had a partner and I allowed a guy to come into my life, a guy who said he had nothing, a guy who sought employment. And so I employed him because he told me that he needed it. And, you know, people of my previous association told me he was a good guy, that he needed it. And I employed him.
His previous association is OTK, by the way. I don't know why you can't just say the name.
You know, a near six-figure salary. I took care of this dude, tried to make sure that his life was.
Also, I just hear him say that. He makes this a lot of money. A near six-figure salary could be like $90,000 a year, which is not that much money.
Okay, because I was informed he was a good person. And then he fucked my partner. And it was one of the biggest betrayals I've ever felt. Especially because with this partner, I had already tried to leave 6 times. And they promised me they would change. And I gave them chance after chance after chance after chance.
You see how, God, he's so pathetic. You see how he's trying to tell a story like, I can relate to Chibi, but he has to make it seem like he's a good guy. Like, oh, I was gonna break up with him 6 times. I was gonna break up with them 6 times, but they said they'd promise their change, and I'm such a good person. I'm such a good man. I stayed, and what did he say?
Chance for chance, and then to just
I gave him chance after chance. Buddy, you're trying to say that you relate to him and you're making this about how good of a person you are when we know factually in the eyes of at least the civil court, you are very much not a good person.
Somebody else while we're together is just insane. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, you know, it's hard to get the trust back in people, but it does come back very slowly. But I too also contemplated suicide. But then I had Eggy there, and I thought, who's going to feed Eggy if I kill myself? He's going to be hungry. He's going to be hungry. I got to feed Eggy.
Jesus Christ, dude.
But